So using the interactive whiteboard on these BenQ boards is just a case of actually finding it on the menu and then just basically activating it. So on the little arrows on the side of the screen, you'll see there's one on either side, or you may be able to access it from the buttons on the unit itself. And it's the icon that looks like an EZ for EZ Whiteboard. That's the name of the software. Once you actually get in, you just get a whiteboard screen similar to this one. Your tools are all really down here, down the bottom. If you want to begin just writing on the board, you can literally just use your finger. There may be a pen. On the newer boards, it may be magnetically stuck to the front of the actual board. You've got brushes and you've got pens, and you also have you've got different options as to the different nibs and things that you have. But if you just literally want to resize how big the stroke is, it's just a slider. The different colours are here. If you just want to write on the board and then change the colour to something else, you've got the option to do that. If you prefer a brush, you can have a slightly thicker thing going on. If you want to make it sort of bigger, smaller, you get the option, obviously, like I said, on this here slider. There's nothing really difficult about that. It's just a basic pen. What is nice about this is you don't need an eraser. If you want to get rid, you literally just use the palm of your hand, and you'll see this eraser appears now, and you can just erase without actually having to use a separate eraser. There is an erase feature in the middle, so if you just want to erase a bit, you can just draw around it and delete it. If you want to start again, clear the entire board and just begin again with a new one, then that's the way you do that. Within the toolbox, you've got various other functions. You've got things like stopwatches. There are timers. If you want to time an element of your lesson, you only want to give them 10 minutes or something to do it, then you've got that feature there. You've got the ability to break your board down into different sections, so if you want to compile different lists in each sections, then you can do that. Okay, and anytime you can just exit out of that. Okay. And you've got various other things in here as well, so you can have a look and see what each of those do. The best thing with these is probably just to go in a room when there's nobody in and just have a bit of a mess about with them. That's it for the basics of the board, really. There isn't anything hugely more complicated than that. There are a few things down the bottom here if you want to have a look. For example, if you want to save the whiteboard so that you can come back and use it in another lesson, you've got the option to do that, but it does save it on this board, so you'll only be able to pick it up from this board. If you want to exit the board, you just use the exit on the side, and that's back to the sort of main screen. Now, if you do write something in pen and, like me, your handwriting isn't the best, then you can simply write something. Choose the tool that looks like a kind of arrow with the marching ants. Just literally draw a circle around, and then it will give you this box. Pressing this little magic wand here will then convert that into text, which you can just move around, rotate, get rid.